You ever finish your morning coffee and just toss the grounds in the trash? Well, hold up, because your houseplants might be begging for that leftover brew. Coffee grounds aren't just waste, they're packed with nutrients that certain plants absolutely love. Imagine turning your daily caffeine fix into free fertilizer. Pretty sweet, right? In this video, we're going to look at 12 houseplants that thrive when you sprinkle a little coffee love into their soil. Some of these are probably already sitting in your living room, and trust me, by the end, you'll never look at your coffee filter the same way again. So grab your mug, sit back, and let's wake up your plants with a little morning magic. The rubber plant is one of those sturdy, low-maintenance houseplants that actually gets a nice little boost from coffee grounds. Since coffee is slightly acidic, it helps balance the soil pH, and rubber plants really prefer soil that leans just a bit acidic, around 6.0 to 6.5 on the scale. The grounds also release nitrogen as they break down, and nitrogen is exactly what helps those big glossy leaves stay dark green and healthy. Plus, coffee grounds improve soil structure by adding organic matter, which keeps the roots breathing instead of sitting in compacted dirt. A lot of plant folks notice their rubber plant pushes out fresh, shiny leaves more consistently once they add coffee grounds to the mix. Just don't go overboard. Mixing a small handful into the topsoil once a month is plenty to keep this plant thriving and looking like the centerpiece it's meant to be. Bromeliads are tropical beauties that thrive on just the right balance of nutrients, and coffee grounds can actually give them that extra edge. These plants naturally grow in slightly acidic conditions, so the mild acidity in used coffee grounds helps mimic their native environment. The organic matter also improves drainage and keeps the soil light, which is perfect because bromeliads don't like to sit in soggy soil. As the coffee breaks down, it slowly releases nitrogen, encouraging brighter colors in their striking leaves and helping those unique blooms last longer. Many growers have noticed their bromeliads develop richer hues and stronger growth when given coffee in moderation. The trick is to sprinkle a thin layer or mix a small scoop into the potting mix every few weeks, which keeps the plant fed without overwhelming it. Alocasia Tiny Dancer, with its quirky curved stems and playful leaves, is a plant that benefits nicely from the nutrients in coffee grounds. This little tropical gem prefers rich, well-draining soil with a slightly acidic edge, and that's exactly what coffee provides. As the grounds decompose, they release nitrogen and other trace minerals that fuel strong leaf production, which is key for keeping those signature upright leaves perky and vibrant. The added organic matter also helps maintain moisture balance, so the soil stays damp but not waterlogged, just what an alocasia likes. Many plant lovers notice faster growth spurts and healthier, greener foliage when they work in a light sprinkle of grounds once or twice a month. Used carefully, coffee grounds can be that secret boost that keeps a tiny dancer from sulking and encourages it to keep unfurling fresh new leaves. Geogenanthus, especially the striking Geogenanthus ciliatus with its deep purple leaves, is a plant that truly appreciates the gentle acidity and organic boost from coffee grounds. This plant is native to tropical forest floors where the soil is rich in decaying matter, so adding coffee helps recreate that natural environment indoors. The nitrogen released as the grounds break down supports lush, broad foliage and keeps those dark leaves from fading. At the same time, the added organic matter improves aeration and keeps the soil from compacting, which is important for healthy root development. Because Geogenanthus thrives in evenly moist but airy soil, mixing in a small amount of grounds once a month can really help it stay vibrant and grow steadily. With the right balance, coffee becomes less of a waste product and more of a natural fertilizer that helps this plant hold onto its rich, almost velvet-like sheen. Bay laurel, the same tree that gives us those fragrant leaves for soups and stews, can also benefit from a little coffee ground magic in its pot or garden bed. This Mediterranean evergreen prefers soil that's slightly acidic to neutral, and coffee grounds nudge the pH in just the right direction without going overboard. As the grounds decompose, they feed the soil with nitrogen and trace minerals, which support steady leaf growth and keep the foliage glossy and aromatic. The organic matter also helps improve drainage and aeration, both of which are crucial since bay doesn't like soggy roots. Gardeners often notice stronger new shoots and a denser canopy when they feed their bay laurel with small amounts of coffee every few weeks. Just remember, moderation is key. A light sprinkle worked into the soil surface is plenty to keep this culinary powerhouse thriving and full of flavor. Calathea White Fusion is one of those statement plants with painted leaves that look almost unreal, and keeping those colors crisp takes the right kind of care. Coffee grounds can actually give this beauty a gentle boost because Calathea loves slightly acidic soil, around 6.5, and coffee naturally helps maintain that range. As the grounds break down, they add nitrogen, which supports healthy green growth so the variegated patterns stay bold and don't fade. The added organic matter also keeps the soil loose and moisture retentive without becoming heavy, which is important since White Fusion likes consistent moisture but hates wet, compacted soil. With a light dose once a month, many plant parents notice steadier growth and leaves that unfurl brighter and more defined. The trick is balance. Too much coffee can overwhelm it, but just the right sprinkle keeps this diva looking sharp and showing off those pastel pinks, whites, and greens. The zebra plant, known for its dramatic striped leaves and eye-catching yellow blooms, thrives in conditions that mimic its native Brazilian rainforest, and coffee grounds can help bring that environment to life. This plant prefers soil that's slightly acidic and consistently moist, and adding coffee grounds helps maintain both the pH and the organic richness it craves. As the grounds decompose, they slowly release nitrogen, which fuels lush leaf growth and keeps those bold stripes vibrant instead of dulling out. The organic matter also keeps the soil airy and well-draining, preventing the dreaded root rot that zebra plants are so sensitive to. With a small sprinkle of used coffee grounds worked into the soil once a month, many growers notice stronger foliage and a healthier plant overall. It's like giving this showy houseplant a little rainforest boost right from your morning brew. The whale Fin Sansevieria, with its massive paddle-shaped leaf that can grow over 3 feet tall, is a true statement plant, and coffee grounds can give it an extra edge. Since this plant prefers a slightly acidic to neutral soil mix, used coffee grounds help create the right pH balance while adding organic matter that keeps the soil from getting too compact. As they break down, the grounds provide nitrogen, which supports that rich, deep green coloring in its giant leaf. Because whale fin is a slow grower, even a small nutritional nudge can make a difference in encouraging new shoots or helping the leaf stay strong and upright. The key is moderation. Mixing in a light layer with the potting mix every month or so is enough to feed the plant without creating soggy soil, since Sansevierias still need excellent drainage. With careful use, coffee can be that quiet little boost that keeps this rare beauty thriving for years. The Monstera Swiss cheese plant, famous for its big, holy leaves, absolutely thrives when it gets the right balance of nutrients, and coffee grounds can be part of that mix. Monsteras naturally grow in the rich, decomposing organic matter of tropical forest floors, so adding used coffee grounds helps recreate that environment indoors. The slight acidity works in its favor since these plants prefer soil in the 5.5 to 7 range, and the slow release of nitrogen supports steady leaf growth and keeps those fenestrations looking bold and healthy. Coffee grounds also add organic matter that improves aeration and moisture retention, which is exactly what Monstera roots love. They want to stay moist but never waterlogged. Many plant parents notice stronger, larger leaves and a deeper green color after introducing coffee in moderation. A small sprinkle mixed into the soil once a month is all it takes to keep this jungle giant looking like the centerpiece of your home. The blue star fern, with its soft, wavy blue-green fronds, is one of those plants that loves a little extra organic matter in its soil, and coffee grounds can deliver just that. This fern naturally grows in humus-rich, slightly acidic environments, so the mild acidity from coffee helps replicate its forest floor habitat. As the grounds break down, they provide nitrogen that fuels fresh frond growth, keeping the plant full and vibrant instead of sparse. The added organic matter also improves soil structure, holding just enough moisture while staying airy, exactly what ferns crave since they like consistent dampness but hate being waterlogged. Plant lovers often find their blue star fern pushes out new fronds more regularly and maintains that soft bluish tint when coffee is used sparingly. A light sprinkling once every month or two is plenty to keep this fern thriving without overwhelming its delicate root system. Corkscrew Rush, with its wild, curly green stems that look like nature's own sculpture, is a moisture-loving plant that can actually benefit from coffee grounds when used carefully. Since it thrives in slightly acidic soil, the natural acidity of coffee helps keep the pH in its sweet spot, usually between 6.0 and 6.5. The nitrogen from decomposing grounds fuels steady stem growth, making the spirals stronger and more vibrant. Coffee grounds also enrich the soil with organic matter, helping it hold moisture while staying loose and breathable, perfect for a plant that likes damp conditions without turning swampy. Gardeners often notice a fuller, more energetic look when they add small amounts of coffee grounds to Corkscrew Rush, but the key is balance. Too much can tip the soil too acidic. A light sprinkle mixed into the soil every few weeks is enough to keep this funky, architectural plant growing with a twist. Wintergreen, with its glossy green leaves and bright red berries that pop in the colder months, is a plant that really appreciates the help coffee grounds can give. This little evergreen naturally grows in acidic woodland soil, and coffee fits perfectly since it gently lowers the pH into the ideal 4.5 to 6 range that wintergreen loves. The grounds also release nitrogen and other nutrients as they break down, which support steady leaf growth and keep the foliage looking lush year-round. On top of that, the organic matter improves the soil's texture, keeping it moist yet well-drained, exactly what wintergreen roots need to stay healthy. Many growers find that their plants produce more vibrant leaves and more abundant berries when fed with small amounts of coffee grounds. Just a light layer worked into the topsoil every month or so is enough to keep this cheerful berry-producing plant thriving through the seasons. And that's a wrap, 12 awesome houseplants that actually love a little coffee in their soil. It's kind of wild to think your morning brew can double as plant food, right? Just remember, moderation is key. You're giving them a boost, not a whole latte. If you try this with your own plants, I'd love to hear how it goes, so drop your experience in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more plant care tips, and share this video with a fellow coffee and plant lover. Until next time, keep sipping and keep growing.